got some basic running around to do today. Little stuff, but right now it's not currently snowing. So we're not getting a bunch of snow right now. And the storm that they were calling for, we were supposed to get tonight into tomorrow. They initially said 6 to 8, then they changed it to 8 to 10. And then they changed it again to 1 to 3. I don't think they have a freaking clue what they're doing or what they're talking about. So let's get on with this day.
I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
Gotta add that fuel stabilizer. I strongly believe in K100G. It's the best stuff there is. There's a lot of videos on it that shows exactly what it does. It literally forms like bubbles around droplets of water. It makes water burn. There's skepticism, I know, I get it. With every product on the market, this stuff's made right in my backyard. Well, like 3 miles from my house. And I'm a firm believer. I've used it in many cases where I've had issues and vehicles wouldn't run and never had another issue. So until it doesn't work, so plans change for the day. Now I have something else I have to go do. Check this out. The trailer's hooked up. A little bit of snow up on the roof. Nothing I could do about that. I'm not climbing a ladder to get it off, so some of it's gonna blow off, but it's pretty packed on there. So, sorry. Nothing I can really do much about that other than climbing up there, and I'm not climbing up there, so. Anyway, trailer is on the truck. The plow is still on the truck. And I've got something I gotta go do. So I didn't want to call and bother my dealer during this big storm because 1, I was way too busy, and 2, he was busy. They're not just a mower dealer, they do a lot of big commercial plowing. Payloaders, pushers, trucks, salters, all that fancy stuff. So I knew that he was swamped. So I just shot him a text this morning and said, hey, my mower by any chance show up? He goes, yeah, it's here. I haven't prepped it yet, but it's out of the crate and it's here. I was like, all right, cool. Well, I have to move a plow truck, dig out a trailer, hook up to the trailer with the other plow truck, get one mower out of the trailer, which I didn't. I just took that Springfield tractor out of the trailer. And then I can come and get it. So that's what I'm doing, and I'll get that, and then that will go in the garage, and the X mark will go in this trailer, and the trailer will get parked back next to my house again. So it's a whole to-do. But anyway, for those of you that have been on the long wait to find out what this mower is, I'm sorry it took so long, but the wait is over. Let's go get this mower. Okay, so here we are at the dealer I've showed many times, and we're gonna go in here and find out just what this new mower is, since you guys have been waiting so long, patiently, I'm sure. And we're gonna get on this. Are you ready? Are you sure? So here we go. So here it is, Scag 36 SWZT. Full hydro. Some of you guessed it right off the bat. Some of you were way off. It is the 14.5 horsepower Kawasaki. It is a pull start, but it does have an electric PTO, which is good because that's what I need to tap into to put a power chute on this, because it can't go right to the battery, but I can pull power off that. It goes direct to the charging system. Full hydro, hand controls. Mount, there's actually more holes behind that sticker, so you can put the sulky right on it. The hydro units are tucked down low on this one, and this will be perfect. So for those of you that guessed it, it's the full rapid height adjustment. Those of you that guessed it and knew, because I had a need for a 36 with all the small gates, and it was between a V-Ride 2 and this, but for a limited use mower, I wasn't paying $8 grand for another V-Ride, especially one that's not going to get used all the time. So this was the smarter way to go. Like I mentioned in that video, return on investment, and this is just the way to do it. This is the old style deck, which always came on the Patriot, that never had a name, and they actually named it the Hero deck. So that's what this is, and we're going to get this thing out of here. So that was just a quick overview. Now let's get this thing home and really go through this and look over it. And I'll show you guys everything about it and cover real quick why I went with what I went with. And then I'll tell you who won. Okay, so here it is. Like I mentioned before, it is a Scag 36-inch deck, Hero deck. That's the name of the new decks, which has always been on, I believe, the Patriots or the Freedom Z's, but they never had a name for them, but that's what I call them now. Here is your deck height adjustment, all your different measurements down the side. You pull the pin, set it where you want, and you move it where you want it to be. Okay, once you get it set to where you want, use this lever here, you move it to where you want it to be. Like I said, it has a 14.5 horse Kawasaki. I'm not a fan that it's a pull start. I don't like pull starts, but it's really not a big deal. One good thing that Scag has done, and a lot of other mower manufacturers have done, is you can unbolt this, pick it up, and turn it any way you want. So when it's in the enclosed trailer, I'll need it turned a different way so that I can pull start this without smashing my arm on the side wall of the trailer. Big tank. I'm not really sure what this is. I'm gonna guess 5-6 gallon tank. I mean, it's pretty big, that's for sure. And it has the electric PTO, key switch on and off. There's your throttle control and your choke. We have 0.2 hours, so brand new. Neutral, and what you do, Brian Shane did a really good video of this with his X-Mark Turf Tracer. If you haven't watched it, go watch his video. He has a really good video of how these types of controls work. But pretty much these are your safeties on both sides, and you squeeze these in and you flip these levers back, and then they're out and they're free to go. You squeeze them both together to go in reverse, or you squeeze one to turn right, squeeze the other one to turn left. When you're ready to stop, you just pull them in enough and you flip these back so it locks, and then you can put it back into neutral. When you start off, you can put it in whatever gear you want. You got to shut the park and brake off first. Okay, shut the park and brake off, you put in whatever gear you want, and it won't go until you lift these and flip both handles out of the way. Okay, so that's how you go. These are a little tight, especially this one's really tight. When I squeeze it, I really couldn't move it. That bolt there is just a little bit too tight. No big deal, just loosen that up a hair and they'll flip fine. I'm guessing the factory probably just tightened them right from the get-go. But anyway, it's full hydro, not belt drive. You guys know I will not deal with a belt drive, but it's going to have a Velke on the back. My only concern is, and there's going to be a video coming up, you guys know that I had the power chute on the Walker B, which the Walker B is now gone. I do have a power chute on the Toro Grandstand. I have 2 power chutes coming. One is for the Exmark Laser Z. It'll be going on that, but instead of the toggle switch like all my other ones, that one's gonna have the foot controlled switch. Still electric, still a power chute. And the Scag V-Ride 2, I have the power chute coming for that. This one, I obviously want a power chute on. My only issue with this one is that it doesn't have a battery, and that's usually how you wire them in. But I'm told by Alex from Power Chute that as long as it has an electric PTO, which it does, there's a charging system on this mower. So you can tie right into that electric PTO switch, and the only time the power chute will work obviously is if the mower's running, and then you can use it, which you wouldn't want to use it if the mower's not running anyway, so no big deal. But this is the mower, and let's get into why I bought this and who the winner is. Okay, so why did I buy this glorious machine, and you know, what's the whole point of buying this machine over something else? Now, a lot of you guys guess, a lot of you guys guess right. You guys know I will not own another Wright. In Wright's defense, I love their machines. They build tanks. They're great. I love the controls on them. I love how stout the machines are. I love how they're built really well. I just do not like the way they cut. And I'm not buying one and then going to buy that Northeast baffle kit that they come out with after I'd already owned mine, just to find out if it's gonna work. I'm done with Wright, I'm not buying one. So all you guys that guess right, you were way off. Those of you that guessed the Cheetah or the V-Ride 2, if you've been following me all along, you know that my biggest need is a 36-inch mower. I have a handful of lawns, and I'm picking up more as I go along. If you watched yesterday's video, I told you I just picked up 13 new accounts, and a lot of them have small gates but bigger backyards, and it's just taking up too much of my time push mowing with that Toro Time Master 30. Don't get me wrong, I love it. I'll still recommend that mower all day long, but it's just taking up too much of my time. I need something that I can get these bigger backyards with small gates done faster. So this will definitely do it. And with the Velke on the back, I'll be able to fly and I won't tire myself out, especially in the heat, push mowing these lawns. So why did I go with a walk behind? I love walk behinds, and I've said this a million times in videos. I even did a full video on running nothing but walk behinds and would I recommend them. I love walk behinds. They're so much fun to ride. I have a blast on them. The problem is that today's walk behinds is, in comparison, sit down zero turns and standards are just too slow. So that combined with the fact I cannot be on one all day long, 8, 10, 12 hours a day, it just beats the crap out of your knees and out of your back. They make things called like the Pro Slide where you really don't feel any of the bumps, but you can only use them on grass, and every time you get on stone, concrete, blacktop, you have to step off it or wears the pad down too quick on the bottom. So two-wheel Velke is the way for me to go. I've used the one wheel in the back, and you know, that's not for me. So the two-wheel Velke, which is what this is gonna get, is the way to go, and I love walk behind. So the other big determining factor is this is not an all-time use mower. I'm not on this thing endless hours a week, not like all my other mowers. So it's a limited use mower. So I looked at the 36 V-Ride 2 and I was over $8,000 to buy that mower, which is, I paid like 85 for my V-Ride 2 with the 52-inch deck. So it just didn't make sense to me. I got this mower for $4,400. Okay, brand new, $4,400 plus tax, but $4,400 was what I got this machine for. So that was right in the budget that I wanted to allow for a limited use mower, and it was right where I needed to be as far as how much am I willing to spend or put out right now to allow me to get these yards done faster, but still be where I'm not dumping out a ton of money for a limited use mower. So that's why I bought that. I forgot the name. I think I know it roughly off the top of my head. I'm gonna go back and look right now who was actually the one that won this. Let's see here. I gotta find that video because another new mower, what did I buy? Okay, so it's this video right here. We'll go 403 comments we end up getting on this video. That was awesome. Super impressed. You guys just really, I mean, everybody had guesses, and a lot of people, there was probably like 20-25 people that guessed it right. Definitely right off the bat, they guessed it the right way. A lot of you guys not only guessed the size of the mower, you guessed the manufacturer and the type of mower, you know, belt drive versus the hydro. I mean, you guys just had it spot on. So, you know, a lot of you guys really are paying attention to my videos. Okay, so the guy that won is his name on YouTube is Scag V-Ride 2. Very ironic, but as soon as it popped up, I'm like, oh my God, are you kidding me? I couldn't believe it. It shocked me. So Scag V-Ride 2, you are the winner. So you can email me at countryside.lawn@yahoo, countryside.lawn@yahoo, and you will get your prize sent to you. Once you email me, give me your address, and I'll get it sent out to you. I'm still toying with it. I still never made a decision on what the prize is going to be, but I have 2 different options in mind, and I will let him pick, or her, or whoever it is. I will let them pick what they want, and then once they pick, then on the next video I make, I'll tell you guys what they end up picking, and at that point I'll tell you what the other option was too, but I'll tell you what they end up picking and what the prize was that went out. So again, thank you guys very much for just all the dedication, all the support, all the comments in that video, the likes, the thumbs up, everything. Awesome turnout. That was phenomenal. But there's going to be a ton of videos with this mower. I looked up and there's a bunch of little small clips, you know, like anytime anybody wants to buy a mower, we look for stuff and, you know, videos on it to watch it. And I never really found very much on it. And I mean, there was a bunch of guys doing it, mowing with this machine, but just walking behind it. And I was really looking for ones where guys were riding on a V-Ride and having fun with it. So as always, you guys will see a ton of videos on this mower, but that's why I bought it. That's what I bought. And we'll get on to the next one. But thank you guys very much. As always, thumbs up, thumbs down, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this machine. I know there's gonna be a lot of guys that should have went with a V-Ride, this or that, but I just explained to you why I went with this machine and why I didn't go with a V-Ride. So all that being said, that's it. Make sure you share this video, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, wherever you want. Share it somewhere, get it out there. That's what triggers YouTube's algorithm and the correspondence on there, the communication when you guys comment, stuff like that. And that's what keeps my ratings where I want them to be, or you know, close anyway. That keeps them up higher, that encourages me to keep making videos. So without all that, I would just probably stop making them if I'm just not if I'm not reaching a lot of people. So what's the point really, right? So that's it. So on to other things, I'm super excited this finally came in, and big special thanks to Niagara Lawn and Garden and their full team over there, Jason, Jeremy, Randy, Steve, Mike. Thank you to all them guys. Awesome people, just great to work with, and bless them because they always allow me to film inside their shop and inside their storefront. And you know, a lot of people just won't let you do that, and they do, and they handle it great. They don't give me a hard time about it, and they allow me to do it. So big special thanks to them. And like I mentioned before, definitely contact them if you guys want anything, you're looking for anything, even parts. I'm sure they'd be willing to ship. I can't guarantee that, but I'm sure they probably will. But definitely get a hold of them, and their service department is second to none. So another big special thank you to especially Jason, Randy, and Jeremy in their service department, and George. Thank you to all you guys. I really appreciate everything you do for me, for every ridiculous machine I end up buying one after the next for whatever unknown reason. But every time I do, you guys take care of me. You make sure it's ready to go, and any issue I've ever had, I'm in there, and you guys are right on it. You get it done. You get me out the door, and no questions asked. So big special thank you to Niagara Lawn Garden service team. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. I'll catch you in the next one.